Dan i dobrodošli na još jednu video lekciju iz engleskog jezika. Kao što smo na prošlom satu najavili, danas ćemo nastaviti sa temom at the cinema number 2. Ishodi današnje lekcije su sljedeći. Učenik razlikuje vrste filmova, odnosno filmske žanrove, analizira sastavnice pojedinog filma, te sastavlja zagonetku o filmu. Kada govorimo o školskom priboru, tada vam je potrebno kao i obično bilježnica iz engleskog jezika i olovka kako biste si pribilježili nešto vama zanimljivo, neku riječ ili pojam, ali i na kraju lekcije dobit ćete dvije ponuđene zadaće, obje su pismeni uradci, odabrat ćete onu koja vam više odgovara. Kada ćete moći zaustaviti video, pripremite si ili kompjutor ili tablet ili mobitel s internetskim pristupom kako biste uz poveznicu koju dobijete mogli otići do programa WordWall i provježbati nove riječi. So, dear students, if you're ready, let's start our journey at the cinema number 2. Good luck! Before we continue with the lesson, let's revise the vocabulary from the previous one. At the cinema or at a movie theater. Audience, publika. Cinema and the movie theater, kino. If you remember, we said that there is a difference between British English, cinema, and American English, a movie theater. Popcorn, kokice, screen, ekran, ticket, ulaznica ili karta, i usher, vratar ili domar. So let's fill in the gaps. The first sentence. The place where people watch films or movies is called a cinema or a movie theater. Number 2. If we want to see a movie, we have to buy a ticket. The movie is projected onto a large screen. An usher is a person who shows us our seats and takes care that everything goes well. The audience can sit in front row, in back row, or somewhere in the middle. Many people like to buy and drink soda or eat popcorn. And now I have a question for you. Do you know what is a movie theater etiquette? Etiquette is a set of rules that help people to understand how they should behave in particular situation or a group of people. When we go to the cinema, it is a particular situation and a group of people, so we should take care of the following rules. You should buy your refreshments before you sit down. You should get there early enough to grab your popcorn and drink before the show begins. You should crunch quietly. You should turn your cell on silent and don't text. Okay, let's move on. There is revision number 2. We'll say something about the people in movies. So if you remember, last time we said who is a film director, filmski redatelj, a stuntman or stunt woman, kaskader. There is a cameraman, a film critic, filmski kritičar, actors, glumci, actresses, glumice, and film stars, filmske zvijezde. So let's fill in the gaps. The people who act in the movie are actors, actresses, or film stars. A stuntman or a stunt woman doubles for an actor during the filming of dangerous scenes. A person who is in charge of making a film and tells the actors how to play their roles is a film director. A film critic is a person who watches movies and writes reviews about them. Well done. And now the last revision, revision number 3. It's called parts of the movies. It's a bit different activity. We have multiple choice and only the one choice is correct one. The first sentence, we have A, genre, filmska vrsta, B, setting, mjesto ili vrijeme snimanja, scene, scena. So let's see. The place or time that a movie takes place is called the setting. Well done. Number 2. We have a plot, radnja, B, setting, mjesto ili vrijeme snimanja, C, scena. Let's see the sentence. The events that make up the story make a plot. Number 3. A. Blockbusters, hit filmovi, B. Ushers, vratari ili domari, and C. Characters, likovi. Let's see the sentence. Hit movies with big budgets that sell a lot of tickets are called blockbusters. Well done. Sentence number 4. Title, naslov, scene, scena, žanr, filmska vrsta, 3D glasses, 3D naočale. The type of a movie is also called a movie genre. And the last sentence. Some movies can offer unique scenes to moviegoers if they have 3D glasses. Well done! Let's move on. If you feel that you need help and more practice about the new words, you can always pause the video, copy this link and go to a word wall program to practice all the new vocabulary anytime you like. Na ovoj stranici čekaju vas brojne interaktivne aktivnosti od pridruživanja točnog značenja, vježbanja spelinga, vježbanja izgovora, rješavanja kvizova, križaljki i drugih interaktivnih aktivnosti kako biste čak mogli i testirati vaše znanje. I ono što je najvažnije, nebrojeno puta se možete vratiti ovom poveznicom na ove aktivnosti. And now, let's say something about the types of films or film genres. I searched my DVD library at home and I found many interesting movies. I took a photo of many cover pages. I'm going to show what I found. Can you recognize this type of film? It's fantasy film. Fantasy films are very imaginative and they have fantastic themes. They talk about magic, supernatural events, witches, mythology, wizards, have many elements of folklore sometimes, and they take place in exotic fantasy worlds. And now I found a documentary. Do you like documentaries? They can be very interesting. They sometimes document reality for the purposes of education or instruction, or making just a historic record for the future. They come from real life, they are fact-based, and they are true. And then we have comedies. Comedy it's a funny movie. It's just designed to make us laugh. Humorous in comedies can be characters with a happy and cheerful endings or some incidents. There is a lot of humor and silly situations. Then we have romantic comedy. Many funny things happen to two people who fall in love. It's a kind of combination between romance and comedy, with a lot of humoristic elements, of course. And then we have action. Sometimes characters get in a series of challenges that typically include fighting, violence, cars, chase scenes. Usually there are many stunts in this type of movies. Let's see some more types of films or film genres. Can you recognize this one? It's a romance or love story. It focuses on love and emotions of main characters from their dating to marriage. It's very sentimental and usually talks about true love. And then, this is a thriller. Wow, it includes strong feelings of excitement, tension, surprise, fear. It just needs to thrill the audience. Then, this is science fiction, or we can say sci-fi. It's very imaginative, with aliens and other planets, take place usually far into the future. It deals with robots, spacecraft, time travel, and it's connected to future science and technology usually. Then we have a musical. There is always a lot of singing and dancing, and it involves the elements of theater. And, I'm scared. Do you like horror films? They are really made to scare you. They focus to scare in entertainment purposes. There are usually monsters, vampires, terror, nightmares, witches, demons, some torture, psychopaths, zombies, and so on. If you thought that this is all, I have to tell you that you are wrong. I searched even deeper in my DVD library and I found some more types of films. Can you recognize this one? It's a historical film. It talks about past events, or the setting of the film is within a historical period. It's always interesting to see the costumes from some period of the past. And then we have adventure films. They use action scenes to display and explore exotic locations in an energetic way. There are usually many treasure hunts. And then we have biographical or biopics. They talk about a real person and a real life. Animated films, they look like cartoons. The characters can be humans or animals, but it's interesting that always some famous actors provide their voices for some of the characters. And then there is a very old type of film, it's Western. It tells stories about the American Old West from 19th century, talk about Native Americans and cowboys that ride their horses armed with revolvers and guns. Which is your favorite type of film? Well, if you ask me, I love them all. So let's practice a bit more and then decide. Here we have to match the words written in red or pictures to the belonging film genre. We have horror, so let's match it with a vampire. Then we have fantasy and some image of Harry Potter, Western, cowboys and Indians. A kiss goes to romance. Then singing and dancing, that's musical film, of course. Laughing, it's a comedy. And reality, it matches to documentaries, of course. Then there is some character, animated film. And explosion, it matches to action films. A pharaoh, it's a historical character, and flying saucer, it's science fiction. Okay, have we done everything correctly? I think so. Let's move on. I have a hot question for you. Can you guess what is my favorite movie? So let's see the typical components of the movie and you'll try to guess what my favorite movie is. I'll give you some hints. The first hint or component is the film genre. So what type or genre of the movie is it? Is it a comedy, sci-fi, thriller, romance, horror, historical movie, fantasy, or some other type? It's a fantasy movie. That's the first hint. Let's see another component. Who is in it? Which actor, actress, or film star? Who is starring in it? Daniel Radcliffe is in it. Let's see some more components. The setting. It means where does it take place or when does it take place? I'll tell you that it's set in the Wizarding world. We are getting closer. Number 4. plot or story? What is it about? What happens in it? I'll tell you that it's about an orphan who on his 11th birthday discovers that he is a wizard and begins his education and struggle to adapt to the wizarding world. And the last hint is about the title. What's the title of the movie? What's the name of the movie? It's Harry Potter and Philosopher's Stone. It was a piece of cake, wasn't it? Because now I have planned some more complicated task for you. I was thinking about making movie riddles. Are you familiar with the word riddle? Zagonetka or odgonetka? So you just have to guess the movie title. I'll give you some hints. It's about film components, of course, and you have to guess what is the name of the film. Are you ready? Let's see the first hint. It's about film genre. I'll tell you that it's a computer animated comedy. Number 2, something about actors or actresses. I can only tell you that Goran Višnjić provides voice for the character of Soto. Hint number 3. What about the setting of the film? It takes place in prehistoric times during Ice Age. And the last hint, it's about the plot. It's about 3 main characters who come across a human baby and work together to return it to its tribe. Can you guess the movie title? It is Ice Age from 2002. Well done. Now something different. The first hint, film genre. It is an action or adventure. Actor or actresses, it's Tom Holland, isn't it? The film setting, it takes place in Europe during Peter's vacation. And now the plot, it's about a beloved superhero who faces 4 destructive elemental monsters while on holiday in Europe. Soon he receives help from Mysterio, a fellow hero with mysterious origins. Can you guess the title? It's Spider-Man Far From Home from 2019. Well done. And now you are on your own. As I promised you at the beginning of the lesson, I'm going to give you 2 different types of homework so you can choose which one you like more. Let's see, homework number 1 or exit card number 1. It's about movie riddle. You should compose a movie riddle and send it to your teacher. You have 4 components or 4 hints, just as we practiced before. You have to write the genre, the actor or the actress, the setting and the plot. And your teacher is going to guess what's the title of the film. I'm just kidding, of course. You can send it to your classmates as well, and your classmate can maybe guess what's the movie title. Znači, prva zadaća, ako ju odaberete, je da napišete 4 sastavnice filma prema naputcima. Znači, to je filmski žanr, glumac ili glumica, a mjesto ili vrijeme snimanja ili radnje filma te kratka radnja. A osim što pošaljete svom učitelju ovu zadaću, naravno možete ju poslati i prijatelju ili prijateljici iz razreda da pokušaju pogoditi koji ste to film zamislili. And now, as I said, there is another kind of homework. If you prefer answering the questions, that is the right type for you. There is exit card number 2. There are 4 questions. You just need to answer them. Number 1. Write at least 5 movie genres. Nabroji bar 5 filmskih vrsta. Number 2. What's your most favorite movie genre? Koja ti je najdraža filmska vrsta? Number 3. What is your least favorite movie genre? Koja ti je najmanje draga filmska vrsta? And number 4. Name your 2 top movie characters. Nabroji tebi 2 najdraža filmska lika. So, dear students, this is all for today. choose your homework, send it to your teacher. Thank you for your attention and see you some next time. Stay well. Goodbye.